concept of rational numbers. In this lecture, let's discuss few problems which are based on the rational numbers. On the last lecture also we had discussed a few problems which are based on the rational number, and in this lecture also we are going to discuss few problems which are related to the rational numbers. Now first problem in the rational numbers is that, is 0 rational one? Is 0 rational number? We have to check out it. Is 0 rational or not? Okay. So what is the rational number? What the rational number is? A rational number is the number which can be written in this form p by q, where this p and q are integers, p, q are integers, and q is not equal to 0. P and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. This p by q type of number is called as rational number. So if we take this 0 here, if we take 0, can we write 0 in the form of p by q? Why can't we? We can. Okay, so how? So this 0 is equal to, we can write 0 by 2, 0 by 3, 0 by 4, 0 by 100, whatever, just excluding 0. Just excluding 0. Any number you can take as a denominator for 0. So the answer will always 0. If you divide 0 by any number, then it will become again 0. That's why 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number. And the supplementary question to the same question can be asked to us that, can we write 0 in p by q form? Yes, we can. This is p by q form, this is p by q form, this is also p by q form, and this is also p by q form. So we can write 0 in the p by q form. Fine, no problem. Now let's check one more question. Second question. So the second question is like this: find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Second question is telling us that find 6 rational numbers. Find 6 rational numbers between. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. We know it how to find out few rational numbers in between these two terms. We have seen two methods to find out rational numbers in between 3 and 4. So how can we find it out? See, how many rational numbers we need to find out? 6 rational numbers. In between which two numbers? 3 and 4. Okay, no problem. So if we are going to find out 6 rational numbers, then we will just add 1 to it. That means 6 plus 1, it will become 7. And just express this 3 in the terms of a number whose denominator is 7. And this 4 in the terms of a number whose denominator is again 7. So 6 rational numbers we want. So 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. We have to express these two numbers, express this 3 and 4 in the terms of, in the numbers whose denominator is 7. So how can we express this 3? Now 3 is equal to, how can we express this 3 in the number whose denominator is 7? I told you in the last lecture, just to multiply this 7 to 3. 7 3s are 21. So 21 divided by 7. The answer will be 3 only. And the second one, what is the second one? It's a 4. Okay, no problem. So we have to express it in the form of a number whose denominator is 7. No problem. So what will be its numerator? You can easily tell me. 7 4s are 28. Finish. No problem. So 3 can be expressed as a 21 by 7 and 4 can be expressed as 28 by 7. So we are going to take rational numbers between 21 by 7 and 28 by 7. 21 by 7 and 28 by 7. So 3 can be expressed as 21 by 7, 4 can be expressed as 28 by 7. So other numbers in between 21 by 7 and 28 by 7 are 22 by 7, then 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. So these are the numbers, though 2, 4 and 6. These are 6 numbers. These are 6 rational numbers. The numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q, that are called as rational numbers. So these can be expressed as P by Q. So that's why these are 6 rational numbers which are lying in between 3 and 4. Which are lying in between 3 and 4. It's very easy. It's very easy. So that was the second method. First method was somewhat lengthier. That is also easy but lengthier. So we just add these two numbers and divide it by 2. Then we get third number. Then first and third addition divided by 2. Second and third addition then divided by 2, and in that way. But we don't want it. We want this one only. Okay. So this is very easy. So this is the problem number 2. Now let's check one more problem from the same concept of rational numbers. So the problem is like this. Three by 5 and 4 by 5. Find 5 rational numbers. Find 5 rational numbers in between 3 by 4, 5 and 4 by 5. So the process is again same. How many rational numbers we need to find out? 5. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. So we need to express these two numbers in the form of a number whose denominator is 6. Whose denominator is 6. So how can we express it? 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is equal to, we have to express 3 by 5 in P by Q form such that your denominator should be 6. Denominator should be 6. So how much will be its numerator? Now I told you it's very easy to find out numerator. Just multiply this 6 on this side. So 6 3s are 18. 18 by 5. So 18 by 5 is your numerator. 18 by 5 is your numerator. In other words, you can say that if this is 3 by 5 is equal to, we can write 3 by 5 only. No problem. Divide by 6 and multiply by 6. Finish. So again this will become same. 6 3s are 18 by 5. So 18 by 5 divided by 6. Doesn't matter. Okay. Fine. No problem. Now see. Can we write like this? 18 by 5. This is 6 upon 1. So by using the invertendo operation, we will get here 1 by 6. No problem. This 6 by 1 will get 1 by 6. 6 ones and 6 3s are 8. Just leave it as it is. No problem. We want 6 only. So don't cancel it. Therefore 3 by 5 is equal to 18 ones are 18 divided by 6 5s are 30. So this is your first number. 3 by 5 is equal to 18 by 30. And on the other side, take the second number 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is equal to, we have to express 4 by 5 in such a P by Q rational number whose denominator will be 6 only. 6 only. So multiply 6 on this side. 6 4s are 24. 24 by 5. So 24 by 5 will be your numerator. No problem. Therefore we can write this as 4 by 5 is equal to, this is 24 by 5 into this 6 by 1 is there. So if we use invertendo operation, then it will become 1 by 6, and therefore the number which we get here 4 by 5 is equal to 24 by 5 6 are 30. Finish. So this is your 4 by 5. So 3 by 5 can be expressed in the number 18 by 30, and 4 by 5 can be expressed in the number 24 by 30. Both have denominator same. Now we can easily write how many numbers we want? 5 rational numbers. 5 rational numbers in between 18 by 30 and 24 by 30. 18 by 30 and 24 by 30. So the first one is 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30, 23 by 30. So these are required 5 rational numbers in between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Doesn't matter. One more question is there, which is based on a rational number only, and we have to tell the truth of that statements. Is it true or false? State whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, fine. So the first one is every natural number is a whole number. First statement is like this: every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Is it true or false? Every natural number is a whole number. True or false? Tell me. Every natural number n is whole number. Natural number we can write in this way: 1, 2, 3 and so on. Whole numbers we can write in this way: 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So every natural number is a real number, is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Yes, 1 is whole number, 2 is whole number, 3 is, and all others are also whole numbers. Just 0 is extra here, but 0 is not there. Doesn't matter. So is this true or false? Is this true or false? Every natural number is a whole number. It's true. It's true. Okay, fine. The second one is that every integer is a whole number. Second one, every integer is a whole number. Every integer is a whole number. Okay, no problem. Is it true or false? Every integer, the set of integer we can write in this way: dash 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 dash, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, in this way. And whole number, this W can be written in this way: whole number, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So every integer is a whole number. Every integer is a whole number. Okay, fine. So is this true? Every integer is a whole number. So -3 is an integer, but -3 is not here. -2 is integer, -2 is not here. -1 is integer, -1 is not here. Just numbers which are starting from 0 on the right hand side, that are only here: 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. That's why this statement is false. This statement is false. No problem. Now the third one and very last one: every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. See, third one: every rational number is a whole number. Okay, no problem. Every rational number is a whole number. So rational number is denoted by Q, and Q is for quotient. So we can write this rational number in this way: 3 by 5, 2 by 7, then -3 by 10, then 0 also. Okay, fine, no problem. And whole numbers we can write in this way only: whole number 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So if we take this 3 by 5, so we'll get here 5 ones are 5 and 0.6 is my answer. 0.6 is my answer. So is this 0.6 in this set? No, 0.6 is not inside it. the whole numbers are only 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. That type of numbers are whole numbers. So 0.6 is not a whole number, and hence this statement, again see here minus sign. So minus numbers, that means negative numbers, are not whole numbers. That's why this statement is also false statement. This is again false statement. Okay, so here we have finished with the problems which are based on the rational numbers. Okay, fine.